Test. Test 1. Test 2. Test 3. Test 4. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear me. Yes. Hello? You can hear me, but I can't hear me. I can't hear myself. It's because the stream is like so delayed for me. Okay, cool. Okay. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Speedrunners Arena SMRAT Tournament 2021. I'm your announcer 00713. With me on tracking is the lovely Sailor Jade. She's a tracking master. Down there in the tech room, we got Music 75. He's gonna be restreaming for us, make sure that everything looks good, everything's tight. And then the stars of the show, we have on the left number 17, Xerolayne, taking on the number one overall master in the mouse bracket, OK Beamer. This is mouse bracket round 2, match 2. OK Beamer is currently leading the series 1-0. And being number 1 seed, he actually earned a first round bye, so he didn't have to go through anyone to get to where he is. While number 17, Xerolayne, he actually swept number 16 in Croyable 2-0 in round number 1 to earn his position. The winner of this series, which to be decided in this race, or in the final race, which will be at 3 p.m. pending, will either take on number 8, Vibrant Colors, or number 9, Sasha Boss. And currently, Vibrant Colors is leading that series 1-0, and they're off! They are off! Are you all excited? Who's excited? I'm excited. At least I think I'm excited. Anyone else excited? Please be excited. They head to the left. Last match, pretty straightforward seed. Basically came down to movement. Music 75 is excited. Music rolled the seed, so who knows what crazy shenanigans we're going to be into. Both runners going down into the fall, formerly known as the climb. And they're trying to do moonfall. Okay, Beamer gets it, while Xerolayne does not get it. So as I said, movement's very important, so that slowed up Xerolayne just a bit. Beamer struggled a bit on these pillars. So I'll let Xerolayne catch up just a bit. So, what's all your predictions? Good seed, bad seed? Cheese Reaver seed? Music seed? Got Morphin Ball at the Morphin Pedestal. This is randomized. However, Morphin Ball will always be in that location in SMRAT 2021. It's a full rando, which means everything except for the Morphin Ball will be randomized. Believe my boy there, Varisuit. Everything's going to be randomized, but it's going to be following specific logic in order to stay not family friendly, new person friendly. So if you want to do SMRAT, the only thing we really need to know is a basic movement, how to do infinite bomb jump, wall jump, and vertical shine sparks without short charge. That's all you need to know in order to beat one of the seeds. But we're not going to be seeing that. We're going to be seeing all sorts of crazy, awesome tricks, and we got an early space jump. It's a typical item that we usually find down here in the Speed Booster room, or not in the Blueprint Star room. So that Speed Booster is going to put that E-Tank into logic. We saw Xerolayne actually struggle with this item in the first seed, struggling again. Going hurt him a little bit on time again. No power bombs, so our runners might actually have to return here later on to find the power bombs. So hope everyone's well. Remember, right now Beamer's leading 1-0. If Beamer wins, then he'll be moving on to the next round, which I think is the quarterfinals. If Xerolayne pulls off the win, then we're going to have a sudden death at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. What do you all want? Do you want a sudden death, or do you want this to be a clean sweep? Both runners don't be doing the climb. Once again, no bombs or power bombs, so cannot really check anything else. Cannot check climb. Climb is one of the optional super bosses in the game. Very evil, usually messes up runners quite often. Sailor Jade wants the full 3 matches. We'll do what Sailor Jade says, because she rocks. And that is true. So Billy Mays currently will be in Logic if once the runners will find Power Bomb, because Billy Mays gets in Logic with Power Bombs, either Space or Gravity Suit. And we're going to be talking about Logic a lot. And we got vanilla Power Bombs. Oh, could have been bombs, but sadly no. They do not have 10 power bombs yet, so very slim chance of doing early gauntlet check. Beamer pulling off that Alcatraz very first try. With Space Jump, land site is going to be in Logic. We'll see if the runners decide to actually go to land site. Better check it now than have to come back later on, finding out that it might be something very good. And we got 230 super missiles. And Xerolayne is just opting out of checking 230 missiles, probably feeling behind due to his losses, doing a little bit more risky strats, hopefully to stay catch up. Luckily, he found some super missiles at Terminator, because that could have been big. Those super missiles at 230 could have been the first accessible super missiles. Last you want to do is have to backtrack to find something like super missiles, because that'll definitely eat up time. Xerolayne will check the back gauntlet. It's a double E tank. Well, if our runners decide to just stick with the one E tank right now, they can always come back to gauntlet to pick up the other 2 E tanks in order to beat the game. Double E. Aw, Reem. I wonder about you sometimes. But Xerolayne has a lead. Has a lead because he skipped down 230 missiles, which we know are only 230 supers. So that's going to give him a little bit extra benefit. It'll give him a segment benefit, but he's behind by 1 super pack for ammo, which may or may not make a difference here. Gonna see another out logic trick, mock ball right here in the mock ball room. It's one of the main tricks that runners usually learn right away. Allows them to get the early supers in order to skip out on square spawn. And we got more super missiles. And we got grapple in the mock ball room. So remember, the only way to access these items is to use Speed Booster. So we know that grapple is locked by speed, which pretty much means that Speed Booster can't be at Shack. Beamer is showing us how the elevator works, showing us how it works going up and down. And that's going to eat up time for him as well. Counter E-Tank. Last seed wasn't very too friendly with E-Tanks. Both runners finishing up with only 4 E-Tanks in a trash can. Seed runners don't be having 3 E-Tanks. OK Beamer messes up the mock ball through the door. Usually the easier way to do the mock ball, but it's just pull off the short step mock ball. How to recycle the room by door transition in. And begin grapple beam. It's a little bit different from last seed. Our last race. Beamer was ahead for most of the time. Now, Xerolayne's gonna be ahead for most of the time. Possibly. Got supers down at Airtoons and more supers down at Airtoons, and we'll see some more supers down at Airtoons. Airtoons are these little creatures that teaches us how to do wall jumping. They don't really do a good job at it. They should be fired from their job and probably left to die on the planet. But that's only me. Some people might say let them live. Here again is E-Tank, and we'll be following Xerolayne down to Airtoons as well. Yeah, will we go 3 for 3 on supers at Edgecombs? Will we? Will we? Yes, we do. We are 3 for 3 on supers at Edgecombs. Ernest's probably happy to see all this, all these ammo. Definitely more ammo earlier on, the better. No runners, none of the runners checked the Atlantis site, which is actually in logic with the space jump. And with only 5 power bombs, chances of going back to Blue Brimstars are going to be very slim as well. Xerolayne making his way over to the dreaded big paint. Luckily, with 3 E-tanks, won't be that much of a problem. And OK Beamer across D-boost room. Pretty easy with space jump, of course. Doesn't even have to worry about D-boosting. Great powerbomb placement by Xerolayne in order to open up the way to Mission Impossible, as well as Wavegate. And especially with only 5 power bombs, you want to make sure you're as efficient as possible when placing down power bombs. Gotta be careful with these spikes; they do a lot of damage, as well as those side hoppers. And we got some kicks. We got those Nikes. We got those Air Jordans, giving our runners much more height when they jump. That's a high jump for Xerolayne, and Beamer's going to be seeing it soon as well. Got some missiles down at charged missiles. And we see Beamer placing down that power bomb again. Definitely, there's definitely a specific places that you want to be placing power bombs down here, especially if you only have 5 of them. Because if you don't place them in the right spots, then you end up either getting yourself soft locked or preventing yourself from checking on location. Luckily, there are power bombs at charge beam, so that definitely will help out the runners. Xerolayne is shooting his backdoor into Spore Spawn. Our out of logic trick. But usually by this time, Spore Spawn is in logic. And yeah, again, more supers. Just endless supers for everyone. And unsure about Beamer, because Beamer only has 5 power bombs, therefore he did not check underneath charge beam, or at charge beam, therefore you won't have enough power bombs to check there, unless he gets a nice drop, which might be slim. Some more supers, nice. So Beamer leaves here with only 5 power bombs. It could handicap him just a bit. And we have the wave gate. We're going to be seeing wave gate glitch for Xerolayne, trying to get into the door. He does have high jump, so he can perform the easier of the 2 tricks. I don't think he has Moonfall. Does he have Moonfall? Anyway, he glitches through that gate with a super missile. It's not in logic. Just fine. Missiles. A Beamer will remember he has. Oh, Beamer's also going to the door, but nope. Beamer realizes he does have high jump. So this will help him catch up a little bit, as well as have to skip out on that charge beam location, sadly. The AC is brought to us by super missiles. So I guess Music wasn't too happy with the previous seed. Way too many early majors, so decided to just put way too many early supers. No deep boost out of the room for Beamer. And look, more supers. Supers at Green Hill Zone. And we're probably going to be seeing Beamer trying to farm up that extra power bomb. This could take a very long time. I don't know if anyone in chat has the drop rate on this. I know it's pretty low. I think it's less than 10% the chance of these enemies dropping a power bomb. So he's going to be eating up a lot of time, and Xerolayne better be careful because these side hoppers are really wrecking him. 2% chance. And yeah, again, more super missiles. Xerolayne does not have enough power bombs though to do a ability maze check. He needs 3 to pull off the check, so instead he just rides up the elevator back up. Beamer continues to farm for that power bomb. This is really eating up time for him. At this rate, you might as well just go. Oh, he gets the power bomb. See, this is why power bomb placement is very, very important in Big Pain. And Beamer probably don't be slapping himself because those power bombs are just in his grasp. Missiles are neat little motor brain. So definitely a major time sink on Beamer. See if he decides to go through Blueprint Star, or if he decides to, or if he just decides to continue downward. So we have our first possible route divergence. We didn't see Beamer drop a power bomb, so probably heading down. Yep. So we got our first route divergence. We'll see what makes of this. And we'll see Xerolayne is going to 30 missiles, which we know he skipped earlier on. No one has checked Billy Mays, so we don't know what's at Billy Mays. For all we know, it's a suit. And with Space Jump, so Space Jump puts all the items at the bottom red tower in logic. Be aware of that, as well as its X-ray locations in logic. And Xerolayne heading to the land site to refill, and to probably check both Gauntlet and the land site. We do know what's at the back of Gauntlets, just double E tanks. We don't know what's at the front, and we don't know what's at landing site. I know that there's some missiles at X-ray. So nothing too special for Beamer. Hopefully Beamer does find a Vari suit. Hopefully Gravity suit is in Billy Mays, so stay as far away from this as possible. And hopefully Vari suit is not gravity locked. We're definitely looking for that for sure. Right, Reem? Right, Reem, we definitely want that Vari suit. And Xerolayne opts out of checking both the insight and fronted gauntlet. We got some missiles at the moat. Interesting play. We're definitely running out of locations to find a suit. See supers at the maze. And we got some more power bombs, so Beamer is definitely good on power bombs. Technically, you want to have 15 at the least. And we got our first trash can. Everyone get your trash cans up in chat. Got our first of many. Can't go wrong with a good, beautiful aluminum trash can. You saw in the previous seed, the trash can actually saved Beamer's life. Without the trash can, he probably would have died to Mother Brain. Anyway, Xerolayne is going over to Phantoon. Phantoon is not in logic yet. Usually Phantoon requires either a lot of E-tanks or more reasonably a suit. The spooky missiles are in logic over here. And Prey's also in logic, so everything that Beamer finds is going to be in logic. More missiles. And Xerolayne is picking up a wave beam, so that wave beam's in logic. So once Vario's suit is found, then Croc's in logic. And we got a raid from J-Chalk. Welcome, J-Chalk and friends. How you all doing today? Hope all is well. Just talking about trash cans here, and their durability. They are probably made out of aluminum. Nice, beautiful aluminum. And we're gonna have a double boss fight. Crate on the right, and two on the left. Who will die first? Who will go to prom first? It's like Beamer messing up the crate. Never mind. No mess up on a crate quick kill. Just a little bit different way of doing crate quick kill. Crate is dead. Crate's first boss dead, everyone. Yes! Look at that, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's a Varia suit. Yes. That is a vanilla Varia suit. How you feel about that, Neo and Reem? Beautiful item find, right? Beautiful item. Who rolled the seed is probably Beamer. Oh, not Beamer. It's probably Mujic. Anyway, we got our first launcher suit, which is Varia suit. Xerolayne is working on a space elephant here, Phantoon. And the antenna power tells us to use supers on Phantoon, but we all know that's a lie. Instead, you want to use missiles. You always want to shoot 2 missiles at a time when the eye opens. Delay just a couple seconds. Shoot a couple more missiles, 2 more missiles, and then shoot another 2 more missiles, and that's 6 missiles. Hopefully, if you're able to during that last round, do this thing called Doppler, get even more missiles in the Phantom. And if you're pro enough, you can actually kill Phantom in 1 round with the missiles. But for most runners, it takes 2 rounds, and sometimes even 3 rounds or more. Phantom is quite dangerous when you don't have a suit, as we see on Xerolayne's side. Xerolayne better be careful, only down to 89 health. Picking up some health on the way. I think these things either do 40 damage or 60 damage. So better be careful. He's also going to need to pick up those missiles. And down goes Phantom with only 9 health left. And we got a plasma beam. Down at the high jump location, we got a plasma beam. We also have an E-tank. And what else do we have at high jump? Missiles. You know what would have made this interesting music is if you put both plasma and charge at high jump. Because last scene we saw the other 3 beams, so might as well put all the beams at high jump, right? Anyway, that plasma is going to be very, very, very useful for our runners coming up. Make Lord Norfair easier, and if they find charge, will definitely make finding bosses easier. Plasma hype. And we got Xerolayne checking right side supers. Unsure if he'll do a full clear wreck ship. We see an E-tank. If Xerolayne finds a suit here, then we'll probably see him bail, and he gets his second trash can. Another beautiful looking trash can right there. Add to his collection. So that means Xerolayne's currently in the lead. He is leading 2-0 on trash cans. Got Beamer doing analogic check over to the Ice Beam location. And I'm always like indifferent on the Ice Beam check. Sometimes it's a good check, sometimes it's a bad check. Xerolayne picking up another power on pack. It's hard to tell because if you don't have speed booster, it can be a bit out of the way. Got super missiles at the Ice Beam location. And Beamer still pick up the supers, not relying on, not risking a possible charge beam find, because you never know, charge beam could be in any crazy location, even waterway. Looks like Xerolayne is going to be continuing clearing red ship. He is not checking the red ship E-tank location. Quite interesting on his part. Is opting to use super missiles to clear out the enemies here. Better to use power bombs. Definitely better to use power bombs to weaken them and then finish off with supers, because don't we burn through supers here? Probably not that bad because he has over 30, but still, you might have to farm later on, which might hurt him. So Beamer didn't find anything interesting at Chromal Shaft either, if he checked it. Did he check Croc Escape? We know he'll be doing the legendary Cathedral check. Oh, ho, ho! That Cathedral check! Every single time! Oh my god, and he is so happy doing tickling it with the grapple beam. So that means Gravity Suit's already locked, so anyone that betted on Gravity Suit, tough luck. But wow. Twice in a row, 2 seats in a row! That Cathedral item. Last time it had Charge Beam, this time it Vart with a Gravity Suit. So all Beamer needs now is ammo and some way into Torian, or not Torian, some way into Bot Wound, which could potentially be Crystal Flash Clip. Chances are he won't be finding speed ever, because we see speed up in Sky Missiles. As you all know, Sky Missiles has been one of the hot spots this year. And now Cathedral is becoming one of the hot spots this year. And last night we had a seed with a space jump there as well. So this is good for Xerolayne, though. If Beamer finds ice, it might not really matter too much that he found that speed booster. Still early and hard to tell. But with speed booster, Xerolayne can check the red chip reserve item. And Beamer making his way down to Lower Norfair. He's got plasma, so fighting his way through the key hunters if he needs to won't be too much of a problem. He does have 46 supers, which is okay. He might have to farm once he gets past worst room. Oh, that's true, Break. That's true. We might see a Cathedral skip by Xerolayne. I didn't even think about that. I'm not thinking about that. That would be awful. And Beamer to the pillars. Not going to check GT. Usually a bad idea to check GT. So by the time you make it to Lower Norfair, you basically have everything you need to beat the game. You might see some other checks by Beamer. As we know, he does not have enough ammo yet to beat the game, nor does he have a way to truly have a good way to get to Dragon, other than possible crystal flashing. Nothing at bowling. Could this be ice? Nope, just more E-tanks. So these space pirates in worse from the game, they are actually weak to they're weak to missiles, so better to use missiles than super missiles when taking them down because you get to conserve those super missiles for upcoming more dangerous areas. And Beamer was thinking about the SMRAT room, but decides not to. Probably because he doesn't have any bombs and fears that when he uses a power bomb, he might fall through the floor and have to go through worse from the game again. That could possibly be a possibility. Let's hope that it's not ice being there. Now, we do say Crystal Flash is available, but it's going to be the suitless Crystal Flash variety if they don't find if Beamer doesn't find any rare bombs. So that's something to be worried about. Still no Landslight or Gauntlet check for Xerolayne. Instead, he's making his way down the Red Tower. We know that Billy Mays is also in Logic, but hasn't been checked. You're placing down a power bomb. Gonna be probably checking PB's a shame. PB's a shame. Our missiles a shame. Does not decide to pick them up. Xerolayne finds some supers and beta PBs. And Beamer has made to Metal Pirates. They take 3 super missiles a kill, and Beamer pulling it off pretty nice. You can also shoot them with your beam. I'm not sure if all beams work, but I do know that just plasma without charge works. Into pre-Ridley room, and Beamer does not want to farm. He's feeling confident with his ammo situation. So it'd be pretty not so bad because he has high jump. Takes 30 supers. He misses 1. That's not good. 30 supers a kill. Every 6 missiles equals a super. So he only has. Don't talk to me, phone. He only has 3 supers worth to spare in missiles, and we do know he missed a couple of them. Hopefully, he didn't miss more than enough. Looks like he's good on the numbers.
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again, please?
Why, phone? Why are you talking to me?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
I don't know how to make it stop. We do have a sprint ball behind Ridley.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said?
Go away, phone. Okay, we got Xerolayne drone over to check X-ray location, just missiles. We know that from OT Beamer side. So let's see. So right now, Xerolayne's doing pretty good on ammo, especially if he knows how to speed Zep's chip. That should be a go mode for Xerolayne. If not, then he still needs a lot more ammo in order to get through the Zebs. Unless the ice beam's around. Beamer's on the escape. Got more than enough power bombs. Last thing you want to do is get yourself soft locked down here because you don't have enough power bombs to escape. Takes if you don't have anything, then it takes 6 power bombs to make the escape. Which means you actually need 2 power bomb packs if you plan on going down. But if you have things like screw tack, bombs, and sprint ball, then it kind of mitigates the amount of power bombs needed. Does not opt to save. I don't think Beamer has even saved yet. Flipping through those key hunters by shooting them with his beam, activating iframes, loading up with super missiles, going down to fire fleece this time. Last time it was plasma beam, but we know it can't be plasma beam this time because Beamer already has plasma beam. But it could be Spazer. No, get the Spazer! Come on, man. You know you want that Spazer. So last time it was plasma beam, this time it's Spazer. Interesting switch swap there. Now, last time, Spazer was at high jump. I think it was at the high jump location. And this time, Plasma was near high jump. Near high jump, not exactly in high jump, but near there. So, interesting flip flop music. Interesting. We saw super missiles at the jail. Well, I'm sure if Beamer will check it. We do know he needs more ammo. Going to be picking up these supers pre-jail. Xerolayne making his way down. Gonna be killing Kraid soon. Prom or no prom, and we know Varus suit is behind Kraid. Questions gonna become: will Xerolayne actually find Gravity Suit? Will he do the Cathedral skip, or will he go to the Cathedral? Beamer's decided to pick up another E-Tank. He's definitely pretty well set on health here. Maybe he's planning for a possible stand-up glitch coming up. Nice clip through the first key hunter, nice clip through the second key hunter, and he doesn't really have to worry about damage. He will take damage from key hunter, but he makes his escape flawlessly. And down goes Kraid. No prom for Kraid today, sadly. And that's a Vardy suit for Xerolayne. So right now it's a bit hard to tell who's in the lead because Xerolayne does have the speed booster, which is going to help him save some time. But that speed booster could prevent him from finding Gravity Suit. Only time will tell. Beamer is still doing checks. He's picked up the X-ray, hoping for a possible microwave coming up. That's 2/3 microwave. Just need charge beam now. Just need that charge. Where to charge be? There's charge. You say it and it shows up. That is ammo drill mode for Beamer. And that's definitely gonna make bot wound. It's gonna make bot wound easier, it's gonna make Dragon easier, and it's gonna make the Phantom fight much easier. That's on me, baby. That's on me. I am the one that made the charge beam show up. The care package. So microwave was in Norfair. We had plasma over at high jump, and X-ray and charge over at wave beam. And Beamer is still doing checks, so that this must mean he does not feel comfortable with Crystal Flashing. Or maybe he might want another Power Bomb pack, possibly. Xerolayne is checking Crowd Escape, which is an E-Tank. Should I say Ice Beam and Ice Beam shows up here at speed? Should I? That's just supers. That's only if Xerolayne doesn't find That's only if Xerolayne finds Gravity Suit Sailor Jade. Xerolayne will find the Plasma Beam, of course. And Xerolayne is almost ammo draw mode for Iceless. Probably needs maybe, let's see. We know 3080 works, so let's just say he needs 80 super missiles. So 2 more super missile packs, and Zero is absolutely good to go on ammo. Beamer is heading over to check Bubble Reserve, pick up another Power Bomb pack, probably for that Crystal Flash. And without bombs right now, it's going to have to be a suitless Crystal Flash, which is much harder than just a regular Crystal Flash. Picks up the Power Bombs for sure. Now, when was the suitless Crystal Flash discovered? Because it seems like it's something fairly new. I don't think we saw anyone perform a suitless Crystal Flash last year, while this year, I think we've seen a couple attempts at it. And I believe the Ice Beam location is in logic for Xerolayne because of Ice and because of Vari Suit and the Speed Booster. Picking up supers. Now Xerolayne should definitely be good on supers. Let's say Beamer wanted to do the clip again, the Frost Speedway clip, but without Wave Beam, it's not possible. Xerolayne is making his way down a track. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to eat up a lot of time for Xerolayne. Typically, you would rather do track last because these track checks can be very, very slow. Especially when there's so many other things that you could check it to check in Norfair, such as Cathedral and all the Bell Mountain checks. Anyway, Beamer is making his way out through the Cathedral and back up the elevator, so probably going for the Crystal Flash clip. And it is a pretty hard trick, from my understanding. Therefore, he could lose a lot of time trying for it. Once again, Beamer did make the most optimal route so far, heading down instead of going back up. Well, now he's going back down. Don't have fallen down there. Yeah, so far I made the optimal check of just going down, got him everything needed, and hopefully he can work his way back up without having to go find things like Ice Beam or Speed Booster. It's not checking. It's not checking. What's the end called? Oh, now he is. Never mind. He didn't check Trap Supers, instead he's just going for it. And there's bombs, so that's definitely going to make Crystal Flashing a little bit easier for him. Because if it's my understanding, Crystal Flashing and bombs is easier to perform than Suitless. So Beamer probably happy about that. Did not check Mama Turtle. No Mama Turtle today. I'm sorry, Sailor Jade. Very sorry, but down at Grapple Beam location, we have a Screw Attack. Screw Attack will make things a little bit easier for Xerolayne going through Lower Norfair, but won't really save him much time. Xerolayne is definitely ammo draw mode for sure. And Beamer's making the save. What do you all think, chat? Will Beamer get it first try? Will he get it on the first attempt or the first round, or will he have to reset 3 tries, like three actual tries or 3 resets? So we're gonna see him damaging down here, damaging down to that crystal flash health, which is either under 60 or under 50. Taking off suits to make it go quicker, putting the suits back on so he doesn't get murdered by the mock droid. And does not opt to go back to save, so he's just going for it. Luckily, he has a lot of power bombs. Well, we're past the 3 mark so far. Remember, you need to have at least 10 missiles, 10 supers, and uh, 10 plus 1 power bombs to pull this off. So once we get, once he uses the 11th power bomb, oh, never mind. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. That is Suitless Crystal Flash for Beamer. Yeah, we do know Xerolayne did skip out on Cathedral, which is where the gravity suit is, and I think Beamer missed out on X-ray. I think it was just a little bit too late on microwaving, but manages to still 1 round. Space War Snake. Space War Snake defeated by active microwaving. So what do y'all think? Do you all prefer microwave snake? What y'all? Do you like microwave snake? How about microwave shrimp? Because we'll be seeing some microwave shrimp coming up pretty soon. Followed by some microwaved elephant. Then microwave jellies. Actually, no, you can't microwave the jellies. If only. Xerolayne doing some, still doing some checks, trying to find what he needs to find. He should have a good idea as to where gravity can be. Though there are some checks that he did skip out on. Xerolayne skipped out on both the landing site and the fronted gauntlet. He skipped out on Billy Mays. What else did he skip out? I think he skipped out on Red Ship E-Tank. So those are all possible locations for Gravity Suit. So hopefully he does a full clear here in Norfair before deciding to bail on going back for those checks. No way for Beamer. I forgot where the wave beam was. I think it was at I believe the wave beam was at some room. At Spooky Missiles, I think that's where they were. Beamer is kneeling down and is doing microwave against Shrimp. And it's very hard to do a 1 round Dragon with just charged plasma. But once you see stamina up during microwave, we know that Dragon is dead. I think he's going to do it. Is he going to do it? Is he going to check? Is he going to check Dragon for the ice beam? Check Dragon. Check it. Check it. You know ice beam's going to be there. It's going to be there. Let's draw ice beam. Let's draw ice. No, so close for ice beam. And Xerolayne is saving, probably has get himself ready to do a suitless Lower Norfair. That's my guess. Or maybe he is going to be abandoning Norfair. Nope, it looks like it's probably going to be suitless. Maybe. Yeah, it's going to be suitless Norfair. He could have been Cosmic Braining and making a save there and going back to those other checks that he skipped out on. And if they were letdowns, then he probably would have just recently saved, but that's not the case. He's just going Lower Norfair here. And Beamer only has 1 boss left. And we'll be seeing some microwaved elephant when it comes up, hopefully. Now at this time, I believe we also have at 2 o'clock, which is past us already, we have Slaughter's taking on bonus 36 in the rat bracket. If Xerolayne manages to win this race, we know Beamer is currently leading the series of 1-0, but if Xerolayne manages to take the win away, we'll have match number 3 at 3 p.m. following this race. If not, then at 3 p.m. we'll have SC take on Tornito. Then at 4 p.m. we have Phoenix Down take on Diddy Kong. And then capping out the night, we have at 7 p.m. we have Watch Stride take on Cat. Beamer farming up some ammo there. And getting ready to escape. Up Red Tower back to the land site. Xerolayne is making his way down to Lower Norfair. And is in Lower Norfair and is going to be going through pillars, which is going to be easier because of Screw Attack. I see what we did there, Sailor Jade. Don't forget, everyone, to follow these runners. These runners are amazing people, both Xerolayne and Beamer. Nice to chat with, nice to hang out with. Make sure to follow them. Give them. They don't do this for anything. They just do this for their enjoyment and sometimes suffering, which we saw yesterday in Lady Smail Seed. Also follow my boy down there, Music75. He will generate all the best seeds for everyone. Just tell him what you want, and he'll generate it for you. I'm starting to think whether or not they are actually randomly generated, or if they're just Plandos by Music. We also have Sailor Jade, the Master Tracker, tracking all those items, everything properly tracked in the right spots. Check her out, make sure to follow her. And if you want to, you can follow Siri. Siri has been doing the comms all race long. So follow Siri. And follow Siri's co-commentator 00713 because he is a person and talking. As we see Beamer is taking on Phantoon. Hopefully we'll see some microwave. Oh, it doesn't get the first round. It seemed like it was a pretty slow first round. Puts in 2 missiles and does not put in 2 more missiles, just decides to charge up for microwave. And here we go, people. We have a microwaved elephant. Universe can be funny at times. So this scene was pretty straightforward. Nothing too special at the beginning, other than we saw Grapple being behind, being speed locked. Xerolayne actually decided to go through Blue Brinstar and up the climb without doing Billy Mays. While Beamer was put behind very early on because he ran out of power bombs in Big Pain. He spent a lot of time farming. Thought that was going to be the end for him. But Beamer decided to go down, which was the right path. He went down, and he found Various Suit behind Kraid, Shocker, and then he found Plasma at High Jump, found Gravity Suit at Cathedral, went down to Lower Norfair, took down Ridley, found Charge Beam over at Weight Beam, found bombs at Crab Supers, and was like, this is it, I'm go. Where Xerolayne, as I said, went to land site, full cleared wrecked ship, found Speed Booster up at wrecked ship, but sadly it didn't really help him out. It actually hurt him more because Speed Booster caused him to skip out Cathedral, which we know has that legendary Gravity Suit. Grapple Suit would be pretty interesting too. What do y'all think? Imagine Grapple Suit. Yeah, we see Beamer stop at the ship. Don't know if he's safe, but he did get the refill. Down goes Ridley for Xerolayne. And Xerolayne's on his escape. Low health for Xerolayne because he doesn't have that gravity suit. That shouldn't matter too much because the Screw attack will help out. Will help him out. As he could use the screw attack to damage through all these enemies instead of having to deboost through them. Now, since Beamer doesn't have ice or speed, he's don't have slow time at the Metroids, which should probably be the same. Which should probably be said the same for Xerolayne because he might not find ice either. And Beamer will have to definitely kill the Zebs. Yeah, overall, great race, definitely enjoying it. I hope you all are enjoying it too. What do y'all think? You all enjoying it? You all happy about what you see here? Seems like Mucic is happy about that grapple suit. So without Ice Beam, runners will have to use 3 power bombs to kill Metroid. That's why I definitely want to group them up. Takes a minimum of 12 power bombs to kill them all, so that's why I need to have at least 15 power bomb packs. And Mucic is very impressed by Beamer's time. Mark that down. I'm impressed by his time too. It's a beautiful time. It's green. It looks good. It doesn't have the hundredths of a second. I like it. Xerolayne on escape. Hopefully he remembers Cathedral on his escape. Hopefully he remembers Cathedral and doesn't decide to just speed past it. Oh no! Don't place the power bomb. Yes, there. Maybe he's just finally realized he does. He still need to do Cathedral. Going through. There we go. You might see some missiles of happiness by him, possibly. And there it is. There's a gravity suit, folks. You saw Tickling of Happiness by Beamer. Sadly, no Missiles of Happiness by Xerolayne. Got baby skip by Beamer over here. Gonna be a beautiful baby skip. Better be careful it doesn't take another hit, otherwise that is death. And there we go. A beautiful baby skip. Beautiful, flawless. So chat, any matchups you're looking forward to in this tournament coming up? You know, we got Slurs and Bonus taking on racing right now. We got SC and Tornito coming up. Phoenix Down Daytron coming up as well. And what else do we have for the weekend? Only 4 races on Sunday. Sunday we got Balthasar and Glacio Souza, SC and Thornetto again, and Raku Rider taking on Jish. Beamer making his way to the Zebs. As we know, he cannot Zeb skip with his loadout, so he's just trying to use ammo using supers. Takes 4 supers each, but it's better to usually it's better to use 2 missiles followed by 3 supers. Though he might not have had enough supers in order to take down Mother Brain, but down goes Mother Brain number 1, to Mother Brain number 2. While Xerolayne is heading up to Bot Wound. And with Speed Booster doesn't have to do the Crystal Flash Clip as we saw Beamer do, and doesn't have Ice Beam, so can't Ice Clip either. Which would have been slower than Speed Strats. But we will be seeing some microwave action on Xerolayne's side. Sadly, you cannot microwave Mother Brain. Because that'll just be bad. Now, it would be interesting if you could microwave her projectiles. Like, microwave this meatball on the ground, microwave the french fries she shoots, maybe microwave some onion rings, or microwave the ketchup. Microwave the ketchup. That'll be a good one, right? And that's it. Rain is dead. As long as Beamer doesn't do anything bad, nothing bad happens to Beamer, he should win. And he should sweep the series 2-0. It's not that bad. First race was basically a battle of movement, which Beamer had a little bit more advantage in the first race. Second race was basically a battle of routing. Beamer took the better routing and knew how to do Crystal Flash, while Xerolayne went up, and that kind of slowed him down. We don't see Xerolayne getting down on his knees. As always, it's better to be kneeling down when Microwave and Dragon here. Because you know the Dragon's dead when Samus just automatically stands up for some reason. Xerolayne making his escape. Only has Torian left to do as well. And we're on to Mother Brain number 3. There are 3. 3. Not 4. 3. Nice speeding through Botwood Speedway for Xerolayne. No bonking at all. And that's Mother Brain number 3 for us. Hi, Mother Brain number 3. You'll be missed. Yeah, I know you make us all hungry. This is it. I wonder what's going through Beamer's mind right now, because he hasn't seen that done. Wonder if he thinks that you're thinking, where did Xerolayne go? Did he go up? Maybe he took to death? Xerolayne have done. Into let's see. This is escape room number 3, I believe. Do these? I don't even think. Do these escape rooms even have names? So this is 2 seeds back to back, where Runner had to wall jump up the climb to escape. Xerolayne won't have to worry about that. Beamer into the final room. Well, we have an animal safe here for Sailor Jade. No animals being saved by OK Beamer. The animals will die on the right. They're all dead. And that's it. Beamer's on the ship. He is going to be flying away. He comes out with a victory, 56-55. Sweeping the series 2-0 against Xerolayne. So that means, sadly, Xerolayne's out of the tournament. Beamer's going to be moving on to either take on Vibrant Colors or Sasha Boss. And as we all know, Vibrant Colors is currently leading that series 1-0. And Xerolayne decides to forfeit, even though he's so close to beating the game. We wish the best of luck to him. We shall see if he wants to chat with us. Xerolayne does want to chat with us. Hopefully, OK Beamer will chat with us as well, because we like chatting with people. see Xerolayne. I see him. He's right there. And welcome, Xerolayne. How you doing today, buddy?
Good, good, good. How's everybody out there doing?
I'm good too. So that first seed, pretty straightforward, pretty
Yeah,
much.
that first race is pretty straightforward. The triple beams at high jump and then having all the beams be in Norfair somewhere was a little hilarious.
It was, and then this seed is it's like sort of the opposite. You have a plasma. You now have plasma at the high jump location, and spades are down at the fire fleas.
Huh.
So you went up. So that was basically what hurt you.
Yeah, it seemed like a interesting decision to make where I knew I couldn't do all of the meme route stuff early on and I was going to leave behind Billy Mays, and then I opted out of doing like the front of Gauntlet because I knew what the back was. I opted out of doing Criteria Peebs. I didn't do the Flooded Attic and Wrecked Ship. I was like, I'm going to focus on core gameplay and hope that, things pan out. And they started to. Doing the whole loop through Upper Norfair without checking Cathedral first was hilarious in the end. I was so convinced I was going to have to go up to the landing site.
Now, did you forget about Cathedral, or was that intentional?
It just kind of turns into you check it on the way out, and it's only one item, so leaving it to last kind of fine because I already had Speed Booster. So I'm going to check Croc Escape, high jump, then actually go through Croc and just do the loop around because it's more of a straight line that way. And the chances of one single item being gravity, even though I knew it was possible, I almost forgot about it too on the way back. I laid the power bomb to go through the Frog Speedway and immediately stopped and went, Cathedral item. I should do that.
Yeah, that Cathedral item, for the series and for this year, pretty big item. First time was Charged Beam, second time was that Almighty Gravity Suit.
Yeah.
Thanks, Phoenix. So this was a whole Phoenix series.
Yeah, what's up, Beamer? How you doing?
I'm doing great, Zero. Thanks for asking.
I'm glad you didn't take my advice about Cathedral.
You did give me advice to skip it? Are you insane? I must have missed it. I'd never skip that. What's my name? So how do I make a difference between you two? So it's 0 and 0. 0 GG. Thanks for racing, man.
You're welcome.
And those are some good games too. I felt like I made a fine accounting of myself and it was a little wonky in the second game, but still kind of turned out okay. And then in the first game especially.
I heard right now you went somewhere up, like reverse meme route, something like that?
Yeah, basically, because I knew I'd left it all and didn't even go to Billy Mays ultimately, but I just did reverse meme route, said, okay, I'm just going to go to the Wrecked Ship and commit to it. That was an interesting play. And then I did the entire Upper Norfair loop without checking Cathedral because I tend to just leave it for last anyway. And then all the stuff that I found gave me the confidence to do Lower Norfair without gravity. So I just got it on my way back. So it kind of worked out, but it was not an optimal route. But
that's just too many checks going up and going down. You can't really pull that back. Not with any items I think you'd find there. It's something probably somebody like Slowdust, he could pull that back, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was sort of a daring move, but I thought trying to throw in a little bit of a curveball, trying to get a bit of an edge, because if it's just a straight up fight between you and I, it's like, okay, the first seed was a perfect example of that. It was, we probably made very similar decisions and just you were sort of barely ahead of me. Yeah, so I thought
I'd have done the exact same if I was you. I would have gone up there too.
Yeah.
But did a lot of stupid things this time. Like I didn't go optimally through Big Ping with my one power bomb pack because I'm stupid. Dang it.
Oh yeah,
I never do that, and I do that now in a race. Why?
Yeah, that actually put you behind by a lot because you had to spend a lot of time in Big Paint farming that extra power bomb. While
it can really trip you up. Yeah.
Further ahead.
Oh well, worked out in the end. Did you find speed or ice?
Speed was in the sky, so my check to Wrecked Ship ended up being fine.
Yeah. So at least there's that.
Yeah. So like it wasn't even like that wonky. It didn't terribly crumble. I got to G4 right when you were finishing up, and I'm like, that's pretty good. Like my policy is if I'm in Turian, I'll finish and save the animals, but if my opponent finishes before that and I notice, I'll be like, okay,
Right
I'm
on
just
the
gonna.
cusp.
Yeah. So really close.
Yeah.
Just thought
Yeah,
I'd
we're ahead.
So Xerolayne, sadly you are out of the tournament now. What are your plans going forward?
well, I'm over in the Rando League stuff, so we're doing the weeks of that. I just last night did the co-op route rando. And we ended up taking the win for that one, but we've rolled some harsh practice seeds, and the one last night ended up, because it was vetted, they have to make sure that it can actually be completed. So they gave us one that was interesting and a little bit more straightforward, but there's still some interplay. So me and my partner finished within a minute of each other with some good communication and stuff. So it worked out really well. But we've got a few more weeks of that, and then I'll see about doing some more commentary on other races for SMRAT, hopefully going forward.
We
Nice.
definitely like to hear that voice of you, Xerolayne.
Mm.
And we wish the best of luck for you in Rando League.
Yeah.
Beamer.
Yeah.
So Beamer, so you're moving on. You're the number one overall seed in the mouse bracket. Probably favored to win, of course.
That sounds scary. Okay.
And then the next
pressure.
round, you're either going to be taking Vibrant Colors or Sasha Boss. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I see colors ahead, and I'm really afraid of colors. They are pretty strong.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, for sure. But hopefully it'll be a great matchup, a great close competitive matchup as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing it will be. With the stuff I did in the second race, I don't think I will win against colors.
Hey, you never know. Sadly, in the second race, you decided to skip out on all the trash cans.
I didn't find any. I'm sorry.
Xerolayne found 2 of them.
Oh,
Picked them up. Like I saw the 2 E-tanks at the back of Gauntlet, and I was like, ooh, I could really use those going into Fantoon and like going forward. But like the first seed, there were very few E-tanks, and this one there were just so many everywhere.
I
It's like
wanted to
a
save
polar
before Mother
opposite.
Brain actually in the first seed, and I forgot to save before Mother Brain, and that made me really scared in the Mother Brain fight, and I missed a couple of shots there.
Hmm.
So I think that's about it. Any final words from you, Xerolayne?
Just thank you to Beamer for being my opponent. Thanks to everybody who set up the tournament. Glad to participate. I'm out of the contention, but you're still going to see me around. Thanks to everybody. Big round of applause, and especially to Chat 2 for keeping it hype.
Hype. How about you, Beamer? Any final words from you, buddy?
I'll keep it short this time. Thanks Zero, thanks Zero, and thanks everybody involved.
And as we always like to say, Beamer,
Noch ein Run. That's what we say.
one more run, right, Beamer?
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. See you next time.
See you next mission.
And we'll be seeing that when we run over at Speedrunners Arena 2. Not 1, but 2, where we have Slaughter's taking on Bonus.
Excellent. Going there right now.
Let's do it. I'll follow you, Beamer. This has been Speedrunners Arena. 00713, Sailor Jade, Ujek, Xerolayne, and